The sacking of Tun Salleh Abas as Lord President in 1988 marked a turning point for Malaysia's judiciary, with many arguing it led to a decline in judicial independence and public trust. Restoring the judiciary's integrity requires systemic reforms, not just symbolic changes like reverting to the title Lord President. Here's a breakdown of the issues and potential solutions. 1. The legacy of the 1988 judicial crisis. The 1988 crisis began when Tun Salleh Abas and 5 Supreme Court judges were removed after clashing with Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad over judicial independence. The tribunal process was widely criticized as politically motivated, and the judiciary's autonomy was severely undermined afterward. Impact: post-1988, judges were perceived as subservient to the executive, with rulings often favoring the government. Retired judges and legal scholars note that the judiciary never fully recovered. Compensation but no redress. In 2008, the government offered ex gratia payments to the sacked judges, admitting the crisis was a national tragedy, but no formal apology or institutional reforms followed. 2. Key problems in the current system. Political interference. The executive's influence over judicial appointments and promotions persists, undermining impartiality. Public distrust. Surveys show lingering skepticism about judicial fairness, linked to high-profile politically charged cases. Structural weaknesses. The 1988 constitutional amendments, e.g., Article 121, stripped courts of judicial power, making them subordinate to parliamentary whims. 3. How to restore judicial independence. A. Institutional reforms. 1. Strengthen the Judicial Appointments Commission, JAC. Ensure transparent, merit-based appointments without executive interference. The JAC's current role is a step forward, but its recommendations are still subject to political approval. Increase representation from the Malaysian bar and civil society in the JAC to reduce government dominance. 2. Reverse the 1988 constitutional amendments. Restore Article 121 to its original form, guaranteeing courts judicial power as a co-equal branch of government. 3. Reinstate judicial review powers. Allow courts to scrutinize executive actions and legislative amendments for constitutionality, as they did pre-1988. B. Cultural and operational changes. 4. Promote judicial accountability. Establish an independent body to investigate misconduct complaints against judges, balancing accountability with judicial independence. Publish dissenting judgments, as seen in recent cases, to foster transparency. 5. Depoliticize the judiciary, end the practice of bench fixing, selecting judges for politically sensitive cases, and ensure random case assignments. C. Symbolic versus substantive changes. Renaming Chief Justice to Lord President, while the title change might symbolize a return to pre-1988 values, it's superficial without structural reforms. The focus should be on restoring powers, not titles. 4. Lessons from other countries. India, the collegium system for judicial appointments insulates judges from political pressure. South Africa, the Judicial Service Commission includes diverse stakeholders to ensure transparency. 5. The path forward. Recent improvements under Chief Justice Tengku Maimun, e.g., dissenting judgments in the bin Abdullah case, suggest cautious optimism. However, lasting change requires political will. The government must commit to non-interference, as seen in the 2008 acknowledgement of past wrongs. Civil society pressure. The Malaysian bar and NGOs must continue advocating for reforms, as they did during the 1988 crisis. Conclusion: restoring Malaysia's judiciary demands systemic overhauls, not just nostalgia for the Lord President era. The goal should be a judiciary that is independent, respected, and fearless, as Tun Salleh Abas envisioned. For further reading, see May Day for Justice by Salleh Abas and K. Das or Analyses by the Malaysian Bar.